What's up, guys? Welcome to Don't Get It Twisted. This is episode 3, Boundaries. Today, I am joined by my lovely co-host, Miss FinePanama.
What's up, buddies? Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. And you know, I'm Dia Nueva. You guys can follow me on Tongue Tied and Twisted. So I want to start off with our quote today.
Okay. Also, I forgot to drop my links. You guys can follow me at FinePanama on YouTube and Instagram, and you can also follow my brand on Instagram, Cartagena, the brand. We'll link everything down below.
Yes, please drop that link because I'm gonna need me one of them shirts.
I got you.
The show. So today I want to start off with our quote. It goes like this. People who don't make provisions for their own sick and suffering are not worthy of civilization. That was said by Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, who was the first African American to perform open heart surgery. You know, we had to drop that little gem. Shout out to Black History Month.
Shout out to my people, period. Black History Month. It's very important for us to make awareness of our history.
100%, especially too, like there's so many, I think, boundaries that were broken. And you see what I did there?
I sure did. Episode 3, boundaries.
No, so many boundaries that were broken by so many different people in history and some of, color. And I think we just need to celebrate it and highlight it more than just Black History Month, but, just had to drop a few gems there.
So there are a lot of different boundaries I feel should be set in place, not only relationships with a spouse, but relationships with friends, relationships with your mom, relationships with business. There needs to be a lot of boundaries set. If boundaries are set from the get-go, from the jump, then I feel like it would avoid a lot of heartache or confrontation later on down the line, and I feel like especially for myself, the reason why we don't set boundaries is we feel like we don't want to be that person, or we don't want to rub them the wrong way, or because I'm a person that doesn't like confrontation a lot, so I will avoid things opposed to dealing with it head on, just because I don't know how it's gonna go, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of situations I wish I had set boundaries ahead of time, because that way you kind of teach somebody how to deal with you, how to, love you when you set boundaries.
Yeah, I just try to give them a way to understand by at least setting those guidelines, look, from the get too. So there's no, I guess, misunderstanding, like you said, or just even confusion. Because, when you can have one foot in and 1 foot out, things can get a little tricky.
That's
someone will look at you like, yo, you're so up and down, or you're so crazy. And it's like, no, I'm just uncertain with how to lay these boundaries down.
You know what? I love that you said that, because a lot of people will be like, oh, you're so wishy-washy, you're switching up. One day you're this and the next day that, but it's not that. I'm trying to figure out how to set these boundaries. Now that we've come this far, I have to now reteach you how to deal with me. I have to see how to set these boundaries in, and like you said, I'm trying to figure it out. One day I may see it this way, the next time I see it another way.
Yeah. I mean, even just people are just overthinking, not necessarily unsure, but just overthinking to the point that now it becomes uncertainty. You know what I mean? It can leave people with that same impression. I think for me, I've definitely been one of those people who's scared to set boundaries, just because it's I know people personally who will not set boundaries and just let everything be a free-for-all with business, with personal, on so many different levels. So it's just I don't think I've ever even had too many boundaries besides faculties and things like that.
Me too. I actually remember in high school, this is a good example, I had a security guard that was sort of sexually harassing me. You know what I mean? He would make little passes at me in front of everybody, though. You know what I mean? At first, it was just he would do it between me and him. Just little, oh, what's your number, girl? Just little things, and I dealt with it because I was like, nobody can hear this. Nobody's gonna think anything of this. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make this large man upset. So I'm just gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? And then it came a point where I was at a school basketball game or a football game, and my boyfriend at the time was there, and this man is still doing the same thing. What's your number, girl? Can I get your number? And at this point, I'm tired of it. I'm embarrassed. Everybody can see. Everybody's
Yeah,
starting to
right there in the
talk.
open.
Yeah, everybody's starting to make their own little assumptions of the situation. And in that moment, I just had wished that I had nipped it in the bud. I had set that boundary the first time he did it when we were alone. So that way it would have never got to the point where I got to now really put my big girl pants on and get this man away from me. He ended up getting fired or moved to a different school, whatever, because it just got too overwhelming for me.
How long did it take for it to get to that point? Like, how long was it?
Probably about 3 months.
3 months. So you had to deal with that, like going to school every day for like
every day. I would literally avoid him, like when I would see, and he was a security guard, so he's there supposed to be protecting us, you know what I mean? And he may have thought it was funny because I'm a goofy person, you know what I mean? And I was the same as I was then, but it was very inappropriate, and it embarrassed me, and it made certain rumors start, you know what I mean? It wasn't okay.
Rumors were starting, like, just from not setting boundaries.
Yes, from being that nice person, always considering everybody else's feelings before yours. And look what I got myself into. You know what I mean? When if I would have been like, no, that's not okay. Don't do that to me. I don't like that. Don't ever do that again. Or X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? He probably would have been like, okay, she's not the one to play with. You know what I mean? But being how I was so shy and soft spoken, I just brushed it off like.
No,
a lot of girls go through that. Yes, a lot of girls go through that. And not just in relationships, but in business. And like I was in school, these people that are in authority over us kind of abuse their power, and some of us are scared to speak up and do something about it. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to know that you should set boundaries as soon as it happens. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid. Yes, don't wait.
Yeah, I feel like waiting, not only does it make it just worse for yourself that the predator, whoever it is in the situation, gets more comfortable and like acclimated to your behavior, but then it also just, I think, gives more time for like there to be another potential victim or another person to fall into the same pattern. Because no one's like correcting, the person or perpetrator, whoever we're talking about, whether it's family, business, a relationship, to like take advantage of that situation.
Facts, yeah, for sure.
Damn, you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember? I think it's now like a year ago that situation happened. But who was it? Tristan Thompson and Jordan Sparks. Not Jordan Sparks. Jesus, Jordan was. Damn, Jordan, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Jordan Sparks.
We know what you mean, girl. Yes. A situation that probably just went too far. Boundaries should have been set. Boundaries.
For those of you who don't know, Jordan Woods went to like a little party. Tristan Thompson, it happened to be like at his house. She didn't know it was his house, and they ended up sharing a kiss, allegedly, so-and-so. Yeah. And then it was revealed. But that situation, like, and she was young. She was 21. I've been there before where it's like, you don't, like you said, you don't want to say something because you don't want to be the odd sheep out. You don't want to make the other person feel uncomfortable. Then you don't want to be looked at weirdly for making someone else feel uncomfortable. It's so crazy.
It is.
And I know so many of us go through it.
Knowing, like being in situations like that, knowing myself, she probably was just like so uncomfortable and just didn't want to be that Debbie Downer, that girl to make a scene or cause the problem. I've been through that so many times. I remember recently I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago, and there was a altercation that happened, and it was mostly because of the group of people that I was with. I didn't want to embarrass them. I didn't want to be that ratchet girl out there fighting and blah blah blah. So I had bumped into a girl or something, and I was so apologetic. You know what I mean? I didn't want
Mhm.
I didn't want no smoke with this girl or whatever.
Especially all the
Whatever.
way
I
in
didn't
Vegas. No
all the way in
smoke.
Vegas. I didn't want no smoke. I wanted to get back to my kids. I was just like, you know what? My bad. I'm sorry. She was not having it. She wanted my head on a platter. She did not care about my sorries. She
Uh-uh.
wanted my head. So we ended up getting into a big altercation over it. And it just taught me a lesson that, like, you have to be able to stand your ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Set those boundaries. Forget
Hmm.
who you don't want to embarrass, or who, stop trying to please everybody else
Everybody.
and worry about you. Because had I set that boundary, girl, you ain't, you know what I mean? She probably would have been like, you know what, whatever, it's cool. But
She wouldn't have even tried you.
yeah, right. She probably would
She would
never
have let
tried
it
me.
go.
But
Hmm.
always trying to please other people always gets me in these horrible situations all the time.
Yeah, it's like the less comfortable you get, the more uncomfortable everything entirely gets. Like in every
Facts.
aspect of the entire situation. Like I have a sibling who suffers from a couple like mental health issues, but
Uh-huh.
as a result, like growing up, there's always any situation that would like happen involving her and myself or her and anyone. It was like we just had to like tiptoe around it, especially not knowing how to deal with mental health at the time, like because it
Right.
was fairly new, especially like when we first found out. So it was just like she would almost have tantrums and we wouldn't know how to, maneuver. So no one would say anything. And it just like actually would escalate the situation and let it get worse because it's almost like condoning her behavior
Right.
instead of just like, trying to calmly deal with the situation or whatever next steps we had to take. But it's just even that. And that's like my sibling, you know what I mean? So it's always still
Right.
love, but
Of
it's like,
course. But still, those
it's hard.
boundaries.
Yeah, those boundaries. Like, and we had to set those boundaries, of course. Like, space was one of those boundaries for me. That seems to be working. Seems to be working very well.
Right.
Shout out to the
So,
A.
Daya, can you recall a time when you had to set a boundary and it actually worked out in your favor? It wasn't it was a good thing.
Mm, I can. Okay. All right. So, as you guys know, I'm originally from the East Coast, New Jersey. Shout out, Jersey girl in the building. But
Period.
period, bad bitch. No, there was a time I was living in Staten Island, New York, which if you
Uh-huh.
guys don't know, Staten Island is a super dope place. They have such great food, great hair salons, good prices, good fashion, but it can be kind of like racist and a little prejudice. It definitely can be.
Okay.
And I just felt like while I was there, it was kind of like killing my spirit. But at the time, I was in a relationship that I thought I was going to like marry the guy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, we
We
were
all had a
going,
few of them. A few of them.
girl,
I swear
wildin',
I'm gonna marry this man.
wildin', super premature. But that's a story for another day. So
Right.
anyway, I literally just had to like get my bags, put my 1 month notice into my apartment, and like move out from Staten Island and like jet to California. And that was like how I ended up living in California. But I had to like set those boundaries because it was like at the time, like his mom would bust out and like just downright insult me, like call me a whore, all types of craziness, like to my face comfortably. And I'm
Right.
like, sis, like relax. Like you do know I met your son. I met your son in the trap
Right.
house. He was there with me. So like I
Might as
can't be any
well
more of a whore.
you said it right though, because might as well be her man. How she acting, might as well be her man. That
Well,
mama
I
might as well
had
be
to
her man.
later learn that that was a boundary that he didn't set with
Right.
his mom at the time. And it's like, all right, cool. Like she felt comfortable enough to talk to me like that to my face. And I couldn't like, you know what I mean? Like I can either disrespect her trying to hold my own, or I could just like calmly tell her I'm not going to stand for that. But I can't change her from and stop her from calling me whatever she wants to call me and insulting me. Like she's going to do what she wants. She's a grown woman.
Right. Especially if
So
her son didn't set that boundary. Respect
yeah,
my girlfriend. Woochie woo. You know what I mean?
woochie
Now I
woo.
got now now I gotta set it for your mama.
For real. And it's like, I'm also not a parent, so I'm never going to know what that bond is really even like. So I can't like, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I could look at my man at the time and be like, my man, you ain't going to say anything.
Right. My man, you're not going to say nothing.
But my man's
Right.
like, well, that's your
That's
mom?
good. Yeah. Like,
That,
what's up with
your mom.
shorty?
Yeah, so I just like, girl, it got to a point where I had to take my bags because now I'm getting hit with like everything. I'm feeling like racism. I'm feeling my man's mom. I'm feeling like all types of things. And then I'm feeling like I don't even have someone who's holding me down. And I'm like, did I set that boundary? Did I say that that was okay? I definitely did not. We gonna go on this flight.
We gonna,
Book a one
right.
way.
We gonna get up out of here. That's all.
I dipped. And like, because my quality of life just wasn't good. And that was me getting uncomfortable by not like being comfortable with making boundaries. That was me getting so uncomfortable. I had to leave my house, my apartment, my state I was living in, go to a whole nother coast. Like, God, I think I was 23 or 24, but never again.
Right.
Never again.
Now we set boundaries from the jump, no matter how uncomfortable it may feel. Because I know with me personally, I got a problem being the bad guy. I really do. Like, it's very hard for me to play that role in any aspect, even with disciplining my children. It's hard for me to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? I always feel bad. I always feel guilty. But as I get older, I'm learning to set those boundaries and to step into that role. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's necessary.
And that's so crazy that you just shared it from like a parental perspective. And it's with your kids, because now it's not even someone who is necessarily like bigger than you to intimidate you or like holding a job or something over you.
Right.
It's like your children
Somebody
who have
that I'm in authority of. Right.
That's such a crazy factor. And you said it was mainly like feeling guilty.
Super guilty, you know, like, dang, did I do it the right way? You know, should I have said it that way? Or maybe I shouldn't have. But, you know, at the end of the day, there's no book on parenting. You just roll with the punches. And, you know, you got to be able to apologize to your little ones when you're wrong, when you make those mistakes, so they know that their feelings are valid. You know what I mean? And there's people. They're still people. Yes, you are authority over them, but they're still little people. And we don't want to damage them before they get out into the world. I'm trying to break that curse.
That is real talk. Because I ain't gonna front, like my parents being West Indian, they be rough with the speech. Oh my God.
Oh yes.
They're wicked.
It's a problem for me too, you know, because I got Jamaican roots and, you know, Spanish roots, and I have a potty mouth, which I'm trying to discipline myself every day to speak kinder, not just to my children, but to, you know, my spouse, my friends, everybody, you know what I mean? Just in general. That's why.
Would you say it's... No,
Sorry.
go ahead.
I lost my train of thought. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I would say, like, I was going to ask you, I'm losing my train of thought. I was going to ask you, with your relationships, you see this? I have to like rap to figure it out. I was going to ask you, with your relationships and being kinder, do you feel like you just speak roughly, or do you feel like you're just aggressive, or like what do you mean when you say kinder? Are you just like...
I feel like I'm aggressive with my approach to my problems, my issues. I come at it like aggressively. I feel like totally a woman. Like, you should read my mind and know and know what you did wrong. And then I have a problem with talking. I'm like, communicating with my partner is very hard for me. It is like, I get in these moods where I just feel like I don't want to talk. I don't want to. I'm not for the open communication. I don't want to do that. I'm not wasting my breath. You don't care. You showed me you don't care, so I'm not talking. And I will literally not talk. Like, literally, it's a big problem.
Shut down.
And I'll also shut down because I get so upset and I don't want to spit out things that I can't take back. You know what I mean? So it's setting those boundaries for myself, but it's also a loop because then I'm not communicating. So, you know.
It is. I like am kind of maneuvering like through that as we speak. Like, I'm one of those people who's super bubbly and almost like doesn't shut up ever.
Right.
But like I'm almost over communicative, and now I find myself, because I'm trying to detach, like you're talking about, I'm talking way less. And I'm like, I don't know if it's a bad thing, because I actually like it. Like I feel like I'm a little more calm, I'm a little more zen, I'm a little more in tune with myself before like anyone else knows what's up. But it is like a different side of me that I've never experienced.
Right.
Like you said, like it's almost like you're not communicating at all. Like
right. And people can take it wrong, but I'm a work through not communicating when after I work through my mouth. You know what I mean? Because I can spit out some hurtful things that I can't take back. And if I gotta move to not communicating first, then it's a working progress. Boundaries and it all, relationships, boundaries, it's all a working progress.
100%. That's how I wrote a song, Missed Calls. I literally stopped picking up the phone and just communicating. Y'all can find that on all platforms, by the way. Shout out Dia Nueva, Missed Calls. But yeah, I definitely just like, I went that same relationship that I moved to Cali for. Well, to get away from, to set those boundaries. I ended up going on a trip. Why do all these things happen in Vegas? I went to Vegas.
Girl. Vegas is not it.
That is not the movie.
I'm telling you, Vegas is not it. I was so excited to go to Vegas, but literally crazy stuff happens in Vegas.
I'm telling you, like I got invited to a trip by a producer, and it was like just a dinner with a bunch of other artists. And my guy from New York, my man at the time, was calling me like nonstop, swearing that like something's going down. Mind you, I'm there with like my little sister as like my wingman, so I feel safe and comfortable instead of going somewhere by myself. And man, tell me how he called like 58 times. And mind you, I'm in front of people, so I don't want to pick up the phone and first of all professionally like I set that boundary. I said I'm not getting up out of this chair.
Right, exactly. I hate when that happens. Like I'm not about to pick up my phone if you're already calling me so much. People can notice my demeanor changing. I'm not about to pick up. That's the boundary I'm setting right now. I'm not about to pick up. I'm gonna wait until I'm in private so I can deal with this.
And then we'll talk once you've calmed down too, because 58 calls.
Yeah, because 58 times you probably a little mad. So I'm gonna just give you a second, breathe.
Girl, I did not answer, and I wrote that song. Like, I'm sorry I missed your calls, but I just could not pick that up. I was like, nah, we're not about this today. Not at all. Gotta set those boundaries in place. That definitely was one of the first times I think I started like holding my ground. But you know what too? I don't even know the balance now. Because now I feel like I just be like, no, this is the line and don't cross it.
That's how I feel too. Like now I don't have a balance.
Yeah, I don't know the balance. Once we figured out the remedy, we gotta like post the variables somewhere.
Yes, we gotta figure out the balance next.
For real. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, in honor of Black History Month, we're going to be dropping some Black entrepreneurs. Mine are going to be makeup artists. I got 3 makeup artists, not makeup artists, cosmetic brands, because these are business owners. The first one is CRAYON Case by SUPA. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about her. She's going crazy on the Shade Room. She has a very great, vibrant, pigmented line, very affordable as well. Next, I want to give a shout out to Beauty Bakerie by CASHMERE NICOLE. Her line is so cute.
CASHMERE,
oh my god.
Nicole?
Yes, CASHMERE NICOLE. Did I say it right?
I think you did. Okay. I feel like I've heard of her, and I was like,
she has like her whole line is just based off of baking. So like all the makeup stuff is like little baking accessories, it's so freaking cute. Like that's so creative. Like that's so dope for a Black woman to just get out there and like that. That's amazing. And the last one is somebody that y'all probably don't know, but FinePanama Cosmetics. That is my cosmetic line. I started about a little under a year ago. I offer all natural, organic, homemade, vegan-free lip glosses, body oils, eyeshadows, all
Girl,
that.
lip glosses. I'm gonna have to get me some of those.
Yes, ma'am.
I have to get me some of those, especially in the winter. We gotta keep these moist.
Keep these lips together, right?
Yes. All right, guys. So my first Black entrepreneur would be King Ramses. I'm wearing the Life's a Movie brand. Y'all can check my
Okay.
sweater. He's got merch. We'll drop the link below. Homie holding it down. That's his slogan.
Yes.
Life's a movie, which I feel like
Period.
it is.
Life is definitely a movie.
It's a sequel. All the above. Then I got my homie Nero XF. He's got Illegit. That is his company, Illegit NYC. I'll drop the tag below as well. You can check them out. They got shirts, sweaters, hoodies, both of these brands actually. And you know what's crazy? Before I move on, I mean, I know I already dropped his name and everything, but listen, check this out. My homies got Scullies that come in these dope ass boxes.
Oh, wow. That's so dope.
Isn't that
Life's a
so
movie.
dope?
That's so dope and creative. I love Black people. Okay?
For
I love Black
real.
people.
For real. And he's got a female artist. She did the drawing. And I was like, yo, first of all, we talk about bad bitches all day.
We sure do. Wow,
So
that's
dope.
amazing.
I love it, yo. I just had to throw that out there. But yeah, secondly, like I said, you can check out my homie Nero XF. He's got a company clothing line called Illegit NYC. I'm going to leave that tag for you guys as well. And then I just, you know what, I had to shout out my little sister's staying with me this week. So I'm like, I'm like in family mode. But her
Okay.
name's Vanessa. So I just said because it's Black History Month, I had to shout out Vanessa Williams because, my little sister was named after Vanessa Williams. But Vanessa Williams she was one of first women of color for Miss USA, I believe, the pageant.
Oh, okay,
but
okay,
her
okay.
crown was actually reneged. I don't remember what the remark was for. They took her crown and stripped her title. And then she later switched over into acting. But
wow.
And it was like a whole controversy. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but that's what my little sister was named after. But it was just such, for like Black History Month especially, I was like, I have to talk about that because that's crazy that she won. And then her title was later stripped because of a controversy. And it's like, there are so many people that have skeletons in the closet that obviously they come out once you hit like a certain peak or get, a certain title or a certain responsibility that comes with the title. And I was just like, yo, she already won. Like, just leave her with the title.
Let that woman be. Let that woman be, period.
Yeah, so those were my three that I was going to name today.
How about we do 2 truths and a lie?
Oh my God.
One more time.
I'm ready for this.
Okay, you can leave.
I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yo, you know what I was about to say? I was about to be like, this is my real hair.
Hey.
But it didn't match last week's.
I bought it.
Okay. I'm done. All right. 3 truths and a lie. All right, cool. Let's do this. I'm drinking coffee. I'm bow-legged, and I play the flute.
Okay. You are not bow-legged.
Sis, I'm bow-legged as fuck.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen your legs.
I'm bow-legged as hell. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but yeah, I'm bow-legged as hell.
Okay. Okay, so what was the lie? You don't play the flute?
Wow, so I actually am not drinking coffee.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm drinking tea.
For some reason, me too. I swore you was drinking coffee.
I normally do.
My turn. Let's see. Let me get this right for y'all, because I don't want y'all thinking I'm just a liar. I'm not.
Last week I was like, yo, what? You lied about everything? Say, how tall are you?
Okay. I have 17 siblings. I have 17 siblings. Played the piano as a child, and I have 17 siblings, and I love oatmeal with cold water, not cooked. Don't judge me.
So I know you like that oatmeal with
No,
cold water,
no,
not cooked. Yeah, that was the truth.
Mhm.
You have 17 siblings and what?
I played the piano as a child.
I want to say you don't have 17 siblings.
You know what? That's why you my girl, because you just know me. You just
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
don't have 17 siblings. I have 5, including me.
Liz.
Yes, but I did play the piano as a child.
You got brothers and sisters or all of one?
I got 1 sister and I got 3 brothers.
Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, I don't have 5 siblings. I have 4 siblings.
4 siblings. Oh, so you're still out here lying? Just like,
Oh God. Oh my
yo,
goodness.
I almost lied
y'all.
too. No, I know. It's like, it's hard when you start like, that's what it is about lying though, which we're definitely going to get into down the road. It snowballs and you can't keep up yourself.
Yes, period. I just let
This
y'all
is
know
so
I'm not the best liar, okay?
Y'all gonna spot Panama lying out in these streets like, sis, you said you had 17 siblings.
No. I got 4. But yes.
Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
It is Super Bowl Sunday, but it's also Don't Get It Twisted podcast Sundays. So
Oh, she not about sports, folks. She not
I'm
about
not.
it. She is not about it.
I'm not.
She
I don't
said,
watch sports. Who are you
at
going
all,
for?
any? No sports?
I mean, no sports.
Girl, you Jamaican and Panamanian. No soccer, no track, nothing.
Nothing. I've tried out for volleyball in high school, didn't make it. I played basketball in high school.
I was rooting for you. I was like, yes.
My dad came to my game, my freaking first game, and why did I shoot the ball in the wrong hole? Oh my God.
In basketball?
In basketball.
You went to the wrong basket? First of all, you said hole, so I was like, what game is she playing?
See, that's what I'm saying. Sports is not for me. I shot in the wrong basket on the other side. I'm thinking I just got the ball. I'm about to do a fucking, what is it called? A Michael Jordan on these niggas in front of my dad.
Oh my God, I'm Michael Jordan.
All I heard, everything got quiet. All I heard was, no. I was like, what do you mean no? I was like, listen, I'm not playing sports another day in my life. That was it for me.
That's devastating. I've seen people like do that in soccer when the ball comes in and then they just like accidentally ricochets off of them and goes in the net and everyone loses and they're like, this is so sad. Like, it could be like 1 point they lose by.
I was so defeated. And I really Yes, I really just turned my eye to sports. Like, I don't fuck with y'all.
She said, I'm setting this boundary real young. I don't want to play this game anymore.
I don't want to play it, watch it, nothing. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
No, I mean, everyone I know is like rooting for the Chiefs. And I believe the other team is the Buccaneers. Is that who's in? I believe it. I think I had it right. But Tom Brady is like the oldest player, apparently one of the oldest players in the NFL. So he's on the opposing team of the Chiefs.
Okay.
So it's like Chiefs versus Tom Brady. But
okay.
Yeah, you know Tom Brady. You gotta know Tom Brady. I think he's married to Giselle. That's how we would know him. He's married to a supermodel.
No, I don't know her, but didn't he play for the Patriots?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Philly.
Okay. But yes,
wow, I don't mess with Philly.
sports, but I hope whoever's team y'all rooting for wins. We should, before we close out, we should do a little poll. We should do bloodies and twisters, and we should see who do they think is gonna win the Super Bowl.
All right. So because you don't know, I'll let you pick which team bloodies is gonna root for because you have no idea. And these are neither of my teams. I'm a Cowboys
Okay.
fan.
Okay, Dallas. Okay.
Yeah.
So Bloodies, we're gonna go with what are the teams that are playing? Chiefs and the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the
Kentucky
Chiefs. We're gonna go with the
All
Chiefs.
right. So
Y'all
those
better
are who my
come
friends
through.
say they're gonna win because now
Okay.
that I'm in Atlanta, I have a lot of friends from down here and a lot of friends from Kentucky finally. So they'd be like, "No, the Chiefs are gonna win," and I'm like, "Nah, I don't think so." I think Brady is going to execute it.
Okay.
Just because he's a unicorn. Like I swear, I've seen him win games that I'm like, how? Like you guys were just losing. Like, and it's been 30 seconds left in this game, 45 seconds left in this game. Like how?
Right.
Like, he's literally a unicorn, a magician, if you will.
So we got the Chiefs, Twisters. Y'all got
Twisters, got Brady.
The Buccaneers, the Brady's.
I think they're Buccaneers. Fellow would chew my ass up if he said, "Yo, they're not the Buccaneers." All right. Well, you know what? This was episode 3 of Don't Get It Twisted. I think we've covered everything today. Shout out to Bello on the back end of the episode, holding everything down for us. Shout out to YouTube for having us. Shout out to even making it to today. Super Bowl Sunday.
Shout out to Super Bowl Sunday. Shout out to Don't Get It Twisted podcast Sundays. Check us out. Go follow us, subscribe, and be waiting for our episodes to drop every week. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. See you next time.